What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we heard about the WBA, World Boxing Association, President Gilberto Mendoza, adding a 10-pound rehydration clause to the June 15th showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank the Ghost Martin at 135. Gervonta Tank Davis is the WBA super champion, right? Which he didn't even ask for. And then suddenly, in the last 24 to 48 hours, the WBA decided that they wanted to adopt the rules of the IBF and Mr. Darryl Peebles to have a next day 10-pound rehydration clause. Then they changed it to 12-pound rehydration clause. And now they have changed that from 12 pounds now to not having it at all, stating that they already had a contract in place and they don't want to interrupt it. Gervonta Tank Davis was getting the blunt of the blame, and everybody was saying this is on Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis, we know in the biggest fight of his career against Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis had the fight at a catchweight of 136, and he had a 10-pound rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia, to which Ryan Garcia could not gain more than 10 pounds the night of the fight. In the ring, he couldn't be more than 146 pounds, 146 pounds. Now, keep in mind, Ryan Garcia was 2 years and 2 fights removed from fighting at 135, and he's extremely big, as we saw in the David Haney fight. And, he could not make the weight comfortably. Although he did, he was a constant professional in the Tank Davis fight. With Devin Haney, he missed weight by 3.2 pounds. Nonetheless, Tank had a rehydration clause in the catchweight. And so everybody points to that being the reason he beat Ryan Garcia, including Ryan Garcia. So now when this news and this information came out that it was going to be a 10-pound rehydration clause on Frank Martin, the boxing world was up in their feelings, right? And now the WBA sees all the backlash and the kickback and the blame Gervonta Tank Davis was unwarrantedly getting because he didn't ask for this. He wasn't asking for this, and this was a new rule that the WBA was trying to adopt to try to limit fighters from having a weight advantage, right? And Leonard Ellaby, Mayweather Promotions CEO and Gervonta Tank Davis supporter, Leonard Ellaby stated that I'm glad that this is happening because we putting an end slowly but surely to weight bullying in the sport of boxing, right? And now the WBA decided to retract it. They said that they was trying it out. If you don't know, the IBF has a next day. So this is what it is, to give you a detail of what it is that the IBF has a rule. You weigh in today, you can weigh in. The weigh-in is on Friday, right? So you weigh in at 135. The very next morning, the IBF weighs you again, and you can't be more than 10 pounds from the weight that you weighed in. So if you weighed in at 135, you can't be no more than 145 when you weigh in the next morning. But it's usually typically 8, 9 in the morning. But a lot of fighters, and the new way they do weigh-ins today's time, is they weigh in at 8 o'clock on Friday morning, 9 o'clock Friday morning. So they got all Friday to rehydrate. So what you see when they weighing in, that's just a show for entertainment by the afternoon. So they weigh in the morning, they have all Friday to rehydrate and all Saturday to rehydrate, almost 2 days, right? So the IBF has a rule where you can't gain more than 10 pounds the next day, the next morning. So now you have a small window to gain another 7 or 8, maybe 10 pounds the day of the fight, right? So it limits it. So they was going to adopt the IBF rule, the WBA, but they was going to make it 12 pounds. So you can't be more than 12 pounds. So in this situation, Frank Martin could come in at 147, okay? He would be able to come in at 147 the next morning, and then he can't gain more than Then he could rehydrate to whatever he wants. But now they said that they was just going to try it out, and now they're retracting that, and now they're not going to try it out. And so there will not be a rehydration clause for Frank Martin, Gervonta Tank Davis, June 15th. And Gervonta Tank Davis was not aware that the WBA was deciding to attempt to implement this rule anyway. And it would have affected him, obviously, because he didn't even know about it. So it would have affected everybody involved. So there will be no rehydration clause. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.